bid was $61,000. Actual retail price of your showcase, $68,677. A difference of $7,677. You win, Denise. You are our winner. Denise has won more than $140,000. Now, folks, I want to thank you very much.
This is Mr. York.
Yeah, of course, Mr. York.
Oh, please, Carol, call me Walter. I hope I'm not too early.
No, not at all. Make yourself at home. Can we get you anything? Glass of water?
No, thanks. I'm fine.
I'm gonna go finish folding this load of laundry, and I'll be right back.
Well, as I explained on the phone, I'd like to ask you a few questions, make some notes, so we can better understand your situation here.
Of course.
What do you know about the history of this house?
Well, my father was in the military. Moved us all over the place. But when he retired, he and my mother moved here. He died not long after. But my mother lived here the rest of her life, almost another 20 years. When she died, she left the house to me, and I moved here from New Orleans and retired myself. So far as what happened before they moved here, that I don't know.
I see. And what does your daughter do for a living?
Oh, Heather's not my daughter, Mr. York. No, I never had any children of my own to speak of. Heather's my goddaughter.
How long has she been with you? Her parents?
Her parents are still back in New Orleans, if they're even still alive, which I doubt, given the state they were in the last time I saw them. I tell you, it's terrible to see anyone let their lives fall apart like that, let alone friends. And with a teenage daughter.
All done. What I miss?
Nothing much. I was just about to get into the details of your situation. Why don't we talk about just what exactly the two of you have been experiencing here?
Where to start? Well, we've seen it several different ways. But most of the time, it's just a feeling of not being alone. But sometimes, when you look, you can see a sort of shadow in the room with you. It's more like a frozen cloud of smoke just hanging there in the air. And sometimes it's like a silhouette, but you can see parts of it move.
But it's not a person's silhouette. It's a creature.
And is there any sound associated with this, either when the shadow creature is present or when he isn't?
Well, that's one of the weirdest things about it, is that when you see it, it isn't making a sound at all. So you'd never know it was there. But when we play with the talking board, the Ouija board, there's knocking on the walls and coughs and like a shuffling.
In using a Ouija board.
All my life. Heather, maybe you should tell him now what's been happening to you.
It's only happened a few times, I think. Late at night, always right around 3 a.m. It wakes me up. I can't feel anything on my skin, but the pressure's there. And then I feel it under the covers. It's hot, and it scratches me. It scratches me below my stomach.
It fucks her is what she's trying to say.
And, you say this has only happened a few times?
A dozen, 15 times maybe, that I can remember.
maybe now would be an appropriate time for you to show me the bite marks. I think I'll have that glass of water now. Is everything all right?
Just me being clumsy and breaking glass.
Can I interest you in a drink, Miss Hill?
No, thank you. How did you come to use the Ouija board, Carol? I can't stress enough what a dangerous activity that can be.
Mr. York, I was a very troubled person in my youth. The circles I used to hang around with were not what you'd consider, you wouldn't want to consider them at all, probably. Have you ever heard of the Animus Temple Beyond Redemption? The temple where my family, my life for 6 years. Then after that, I at least that long in the circle of inner darkness. When I say my youth was troubled, Mr. York, I am not merely using a cliche. I must be honest with you. Whatever it is in this house, it's been with me for a very long time. Most of my life, probably. I dare say this may be well beyond what you're used to dealing with. I saw myself last week in the guest room. I stuck a knife in the belly of a man and watched his intestines unfurl like party streamers.
What do you mean when you say you saw yourself?
I was coming out of the bathroom and I heard a noise in the guest room and I went in to take a look and there I was. It was me. I had him cornered.
I saw me here too. I smashed a man's head into jelly with a baseball bat, right here in this living room. And then I turned and looked at myself.
Carol, can I ask you a very personal question?
Oh, I assure you, Mr. York, this is all very personal.
Have you, or to your knowledge, has Heather ever been abused sexually?
There isn't a form of abuse devised that man has not applied to myself and Heather York.
What's so funny?
Mr. York wants to know about our past experience with men.
Did you tell him how we knocked it right out of the park?
Well, I think I have enough information for right now. I'll be back tomorrow and,
Oh, don't go yet, Mr. York. We haven't even told you what it told us about you.